What is relative atomic mass of an atom? Different examples of relative atomic mass and atomic mass unit. Before starting the lecture, click on the subscribe button and get access to our 100 of conceptual lectures for free. Firstly, understanding the easy concept of relative mass and standard unit. Let me ask you, how can you find the mass of 1 kg vegetables? Well, you put 1 kg stone at one side of the balance and vegetables at another side of the balance. When both sides are in equilibrium, we say that the mass of vegetables is equal to 1 kg. Now listen carefully. The mass of vegetables is relative because it is compared to 1 kg stone. Secondly, 1 kg stone is a standard unit which is used to measure the mass of different things. Thus once again remember that the mass of vegetables is relative and the 1 kg stone is standard unit. Now let me ask you, can you find the mass of a single atom using this balance? Well, the answer is no. You cannot find the mass of an atom using this balance or standard unit 1 kg because atom is very small. Now how can we find the mass of a single atom? Well, consider a single atom of carbon-12. Why we call carbon atom as carbon-12? It is because the mass number of carbon is 12 units. There are 6 protons and 6 neutrons present in the nucleus of a single carbon atom. So we therefore call it as carbon-12. Now let's consider a balance. Let I place 2 same atoms of carbon-12 in the either side of the balance. We see that it is in equilibrium because the mass number of this carbon is 12 and we also know that the mass number of this carbon is 12. Now consider that I cut or divide this carbon-12 atom into 12 equal parts or 12 equal units. Here, why I am dividing it to 12 units? Well, I therefore divide carbon into 12 equal parts or units because its mass number is 12. Now let me again ask you, is the balance is still in equilibrium? The answer is yes, because all these 12 units still make up a single carbon atom. The another question you should learn is, can we say that a single atom of carbon is equal to 12 units? Well, the answer is yes. We can say that there are 12 units in a single carbon atom. Let me repeat this important statement. There are 12 units in a single carbon atom. Or you can say that the mass of a single carbon atom is equal to its 12 units. Now we will use these small units of carbon as standard unit to measure the masses of different atoms. For example, consider a single atom of oxygen at one side of the balance and 12 units of carbon at another side. We observe that oxygen atom is heavier. We will add 4 more carbon units to this side and the balance get equilibrium. Thus we say that the mass of a single oxygen atom is equal to 16 units of carbon. Secondly, consider a single atom of sodium at one side of the balance and 23 units of carbon at another side. As a result, the balance get equilibrium. Thus we say that the mass of a single sodium atom is equal to 23 units of carbon. Thirdly, consider a single atom of nitrogen at one side of the balance and 14 units of carbon at another side of the balance. Well, the balance will get equilibrium. Thus we say that the mass of a single nitrogen atom is equal to 14 units of carbon. Now listen carefully. We know that the mass of a single oxygen atom is equal to 16 units of carbon. We call this as a relative atomic mass of oxygen because it is compared with or measured against carbon units. Similarly, the relative atomic mass of sodium atom is equal to 23 units of carbon, and relative atomic mass of nitrogen atom is equal to 14 units. Therefore, the masses of these all atoms are called relative atomic masses. Now, what is atomic mass unit or AMU? Well, again consider the previous example. We have learned that the mass of a single carbon atom is equal to its 12 units. You can say that we have divided the mass of a single carbon atom into 12 equal parts. Now, if I take only one part or 1 unit of carbon out of these 12 units, we call this single unit of carbon as 1 atomic mass unit. Let me repeat this important statement. We call this single unit of carbon as 1 atomic mass unit or 1 AMU. Thus, when you read or listen 1 AMU, think that it is a single unit of carbon and it has been taken out from 12 units of carbon. Secondly, 1 AMU is equal to 1 upon 12 parts of carbon atom. Because 1 AMU, 1 atomic mass unit, is the 12th part of a single carbon atom. We know that kg is the standard unit of mass. Similarly, 1 AMU is the standard unit of atomic mass. Now we have to modify the relative atomic masses. For example, we wrote in the previous slide that the relative atomic mass of a single oxygen atom is equal to 16 units of carbon. Now, instead of 16 units of carbon atom, we write that the relative atomic mass of a single oxygen atom is equal to 16 AMU or 16 atomic mass unit. Similarly, we write the relative atomic mass of sodium is 23 atomic mass unit and the relative atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 atomic mass unit. Lastly, remember that nowadays people write only U instead of AMU. The letter U means unified mass. For example, people often write that the relative atomic mass of helium is equal to 4U. This was all about relative atomic mass. If you have learned something new in this video, then like this video and subscribe our channel for more conceptual lectures.